Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. As this is me Shreya, and as you all know from my past videos that I am already hired in the position of cabin crew. So this video is all about resume. Yes, so as I've seen the last comments and majority of them requested this video, so I thought to bring it up and also make you understand why it is important, why a piece of paper is important for your future, for your career, and basically for the position of cabin crew. As I am selected and I have made many past mistakes, so I would like to guide you on all the tips and trick and what to avoid, what to write, what will make that HR convinced to hire is also a few of the tips that I am about to share. So stay tuned with me. Moving ahead, as welcome back to everyone, and now recently I have got many good subscribers of about 75, and it is an achievement for me. Achievement because every small win of mine effort is one subscriber. So please do subscribe. If the new followers and new faces would also help me to grow more and more, so that I can bring more of the content and also show you my cabin crew journey from where I have begun, and also main thing is the glow up that I had. And yes, from 1 year back, who was I will also show you, and what am I today. I will also bring up all this content. Stay tuned. Okay, moving ahead, resume. As we all know why resume is important. It shows up how our personality is. And as we all know, from your qualifications, your details, your interest, hobbies, achievement, everything is written. But the main thing is, how is it written? Okay, and also I would like to talk about why professional photo is important. Many of you, I have seen plenty of resume in front of the HR that they have rejected in one go. Rejected. Yes, even before calling them for interview, they have rejected. So as in Air India also, I have seen the same. As bulk of these many resumes copies have been there in their table line, and they are only choosing those that are clicky enough, that is having that potential, so that they can take the interview and they should not waste their time, of course. So continuing ahead, in resume, basically fancy stuff like avoiding colors and also avoiding plenty of icons. Right, main thing, it should be professional enough, yet it should be creative. You should play with it but not entertain your resume more, because it is not a piece of paper only. It is not something your piece of paper will go somewhere to print. No, it would be with you and also leave a clear effect of who you are to the interview, right? Following ahead, as we all know, as the first impression of you is your face, your eye contact, your smile, what you have wore, and with that, one most important thing is resume. Yes, because many of us do pay attention in their eyeliner, in their hairstyle, in their nail paints, and also choose very sexy colors that they wear, but they try not to focus more in their resume, and they end up taking professional photo in the name of a selfie, and they put that in their resume. Means I was very shocked. She has so much time to scroll enough in Instagram, in YouTube, but do not have time to click a professional photo. Yes, as we all know that a professional photo can also be clicked here in a room, right? So that's why I would like to point ahead all this stuff. As you can see, that white background that has helped me to get hired. Yes, only a simple white background. If not, you can also click it in a colorful room, okay? But only thing is, maintain the lighting should be proper, perfect enough that makes them convinced that you have went to a studio and clicked a photo of yourself, right? So as it is the first impression, so we should be very serious about it. Okay, so common mistakes that I would like to talk about. As earlier I have said, photos, gapping, and also statements, what to write, how you can catch the attention of the HR, and also skills, relevant skills that is needed, that you can write well, frame it, and also write the achievement that would allow you to get hired, correct? Yes. So now, as we all know that HR do not have plenty of time to go through every line that you have written, right? So point number 1 is, when you are writing any heading and the subheading, it should be bold enough that they can catch their attention. Write it small, yet elegant. Take help of nowadays artificial intelligence. ChatGPT has taken over everything. So yes, use that, and also try to make it more professional. Use different words, use synonyms of words, and make that more clicky enough. Make them think that you know too much. That makes them understand that yes, you have worked on your resume, yes, you know English, and you should be very familiar with English, right? With that, a language column is also there in your resume. I would like to show each and every mistakes that I have done in the resume, so stay tuned. My past mistakes and what got me hired is what I will share with you. Stay tuned. So how shall we start it? From point number 1, your side professional photo, and thereafter you write your name, Gmail, your BMI, your weight, your birth of date. Along with that, your many details like your issue date of your passport is also mandatory. If you can write, well and good. If you have not written now, but where you will step into the interview, you have to write the issue date with a pen in the white space of your resume. So you have to be very clean, clear, and also have to have few inches left as white background so that they can write anything. They can drop feedback in your resume. They can write serial number there. Means there should be gaps in the background or in the border. Okay, so avoid complicated things that would make it more tricky for your interview, because we all know how a resume can make or break your interview. As I have been sitting for 3 interviews, 2 for IndiGo itself and 1 for Akasa. Okay, so I have noticed how one resume can be shortlisted for 2 of the airlines, and if I also attend it for SpiceJet, I know that my resume would catch the attention because I've built that way. I've invested my time into making that piece of paper an elegant one. Okay, so as experience of fresher, no matter what, as I am only 19 with 0 experience in customer service, I have not noted it up, but I have experience in my own personal shop. But I thought, why to make my interview more tricky enough for me where I will be only trapped? So I thought to not mention it yet. If they ask me, is there anything that you have not mentioned, or speak about the thing that you have not mentioned in your resume, so I can speak about it. So I should have something as in content so that I can catch their attention. I can convince them that yes, I am that potential candidate. So that is what I am asking you to write. Do not write everything. Write something that would be like 99% of what you want to share to them and 1% that you want to keep with you. Okay, so do not mention unnecessary stuff like your interest. You are writing everything like traveling. Point number 1, everyone know who is coming for the interview of cabin crew. Everyone have their something as interest in traveling or in foods, to explore world, to know about culture, travel. So these are the very common things. What you have to, if you want to step aside from the rest, then you have to mention about the things that is very unique. You can ask to ChatGPT, and along with that you can also use your slight brain, be creative enough and try to avoid the common things, because your resume would not come one at a time. It would be in bulk. It would be something can be lost in front of the others. It can also be faded with the rest of the resume that would be with them, right? So be smart enough to write and smart enough not to write what. And next thing that comes is your language. Language is something that holds attention. Mention properly that you are fluent in this and you are basically knowing basic language, basic thing of that particular language. Mention that. Be honest there. If they ask you to read, then sometimes in IndiGo they ask you to read newspapers also. Yes, or else they will ask you to randomly say something in Marathi, something in Bhojpuri, something in Hindi. Anything. They can be, it can be hard enough for you to crack. So mention it like you know the basic part, you can understand it, you cannot speak it, say that way. Okay, whenever they try to ask questions from your language part, so be very honest there, because if you fake there and you will end up with the worst situation in an interview. Okay, so as in my resume I have written like my English is fluent, I know to read and write, so I've not mentioned I've only written fluent. I know Bengali, I've written that. I know Hindi, I've written that. And along with that, I know one external language, that is Spanish. As airline, people do like to hire the one that is multilingual, that know multiple languages, and at the end they will hire that potential candidates that have that relevant skills, qualities, and can be adaptable enough to switch their roles in the flight, right? Like some days I can be that Bengali female, knows to speak, knows to understand everything, and one in the next flight I can be that person that would attend an international person. I can attend an international passenger that I know Spanish. I can assist you with the rest of the things. And yes, it is very easy to learn a new language. Easy in the sense it is fun, yet it is confusing. So if you want to learn a new language, please take help of ChatGPT. They will talk, they will help you guide, they will make you ensure that you know the basic things of that proper language. Along with that, if I talk about your achievements, honors, if you have well and good, if you do not have well and good, you can also fake it up. Okay, one important thing, you can also fake it up, but do not mention anything like you are faking it, that you have won Miss Punjab as a runner-up. You have mentioned that, you have mentioned the date also, but the thing is that they will also ask you what were your feelings while you were standing in that stage, what was your open up line in that stage, what have you spoke, how was your experience, everything. So back to back questions you will hit. So do not mention those many lies. You can also say that you have certificate for 100% attendance. You can say that achievements that you have had in as a runner-up in drawing, in classical dance, also in singing, also in grooming, anything you can mention in that way. It should click their mind, but it should not be something that would end up you in a bad position, right? So be smart. As many of the questions were also how many resume do a person needs to carry, you can take print of 3 resume. Okay, along with that, only one main resume should be with you. Okay, main resume in the sense your basic things that should be written there, important things that a person should know about you, why should they hire you, the potential should be seen in that one sheet of paper. Your format should be neat enough. As I already mentioned that there should be proper gaps and spaces. If necessary, you can also stretch that one single paper into 2. Yes, as I was having experience, so I thought to mention it. And while writing it down, I thought that I was making it a meal. It should not be a meal. It should be light. The paper should be light enough yet heavy enough to pass one statement that yes, I have that potential. So for that reason, I thought to extend it, and yet it helped. My seniors also guided it the same way, that if your resume is a bit more strong enough, you can take it to 2nd page. You can staple it up and you can submit it wherever it is necessary. Okay, imagine you have written everything, but only thing that is missing is a straight line that divides your paper into 2 halves. Because some of where I have noticed, and my HRs has also noticed, that while we edit in through Canva, so basically the cappings goes sometimes left and right, and that makes that paper not clean enough. So basically you have to make that sheet of paper into 9 halves, 3 this side, 3 this side. Okay, first half would be your photo, second half would be about yourself, means about you. The third half, here write down of your photo, it should be about your relevant things like your birth of date, your email address, everything. So that should be there. And in this side there should be your education qualifications or your experience, whatever you want to write there. Okay, so beside this side means it should be in like the last column of your photo, that should be where you can write about your language, and also you can write beside of it, you can write your achievements, honors, or else you can write your experience also, depending on what you want to mention, what you do not want to mention. There is nothing such things that does not allow you to be you. Be yourself, yet be professional enough to write the important things that is necessary. Okay, so as a cabin crew member, remember one thing: your every step towards your grooming, your professional photo, the way you are pointing out what you have, relevant skills, everything, it should be written very simple yet elegant professional way. And do not forget to mention bullet points also in front of the main things. And for the skills, you can also mention adaptability, flexibility and proactiveness. You can say that you have grooming sense, you have good grooming qualities. You can also write that in your interest side, so it depends upon it. But three of the skills that you should mention, that is flexibility, adaptability, friendly, or you can also write friendly approach, or you can mention few of those things. Means you can take synonyms from ChatGPT. Also you can be simple, also you can take help of ChatGPT and also write the relevant skills that is needed. Okay, so here I am closing this video, and I would like to you all to write what next content should I bring through and was it helpful or not. And for my Instagram ID that few of them were also asking is also mentioned in my description, my Instagram link, my account's name. So okay, depending on your interest, please subscribe my channel. I request it, because your every single subscribe or your like do count. So moving ahead, I would like to see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care, and Jai Hind. Signing off, Shreya.